Hello, everybody. It's Douglas Truth with another episode of whatever this show is called. I'm not sure. How do we see our own brain? I should be sketching here, as a matter of fact. I'm going too far today. I've got to start sketching. So the thing is, aside from that, I'm going to start sketching. The thing is, and I've got to keep talking. It's a promise I have made to myself. So we'll just do something simple. A kitchen scene, because that's where, I'm in my kitchen right now. All right, so it's a kitchen scene. And the thing that's going on is that everything's just going to shit, right? It's like hell, a handbasket on a sled, with wheels on it, with bells, all that stuff. Devil's whirlpool spinning faster and faster and faster. And we are wont, W-O-N-T, to lose our minds in this, because at a certain point, this is a dreadful truth, at a certain point it's easier. It's easier just to give in. Just to give in. What am I sketching? The kitchen. This is not to scale, and even the things within the drawing are not to scale with each other. Anyway, I've got to put legs on this table. It's apparently a table. Sometimes I draw lines and I go, what is that? So things going to hell in a handbasket. A handbasket with wheels, maybe, and then there's sleds. There's sliders too, in case it just gets icy or something. What to do? That's the question. What to do? I don't know what to do. I don't have an answer to that question, not even for myself. I don't know. I'm not going to get a gun, because a long time ago, a guy got angry with me about a woman. It was about a woman. He wasn't out at fault, let's put it that way. And but he got very angry and got a head full of coke and grabbed his gun, and he was chasing me all over Alaska. He was going to go into my place of work. He didn't shoot, but he was like, where is he? He would have shot me. And I found out about it, so I went to my place, way out near Wasilla, cabin I built, where I had a 9mm Smith & Wesson and also a Ruger 22. And without even thinking about it, without cogitating, I should keep sketching. A bowl of fruit is something we can always depend upon. Without even thinking, I grabbed those weapons and I took them about 150 yards from my house, just out in the woods in Alaska, out in the woods. And I can't remember, maybe I put them under a rock or a log or something like that. But so that they would not be within my reach should this man, I will not name, comes to get me. Surprise the hell out of me. It was just something so strong within myself that I didn't know was there at all. Just said, you're not going to shoot anyone. You're not getting, it's like run, tell a joke, hug him, get shot, but you're not shooting him. And it was like, another part of me that spoke with great authority. I put the guns under a log and I went back. He didn't show up. Cooled off, maybe. Well, relatively speaking. Still had to put a restraining order on him. So I'm sketching fruit in a bowl. It's a super easy thing. If you're taking notes right now, start with the fruit in a bowl. Bright colors, simple shapes, pleasing. Easier than flowers, too. Oranges, lemons, cinch to draw. And pleasing to the eye, and that's all it is about. To me, art is very simple. It raises people's spirits. It may be a rough slog through it, like Moby Dick, Philip K. Dick's work. There's dark places, because that's the world, right? Dark places. But there was redemption. And I'm sketching again, as you see. A plate with undefined food on it is another very easy thing to do. Like, you could just put a cube. Like, I will put a blue cube. So, what to do, right? I don't know what to do, but I can say definitively things that we're all better off if we don't do. Don't get into us versus them. That's the number one thing. And that's not the weakness. It's the power of social media. It's what it's designed to do. Hatred and anger grabs the eyeballs and keeps them. So there's, it's like hatred is big business. Monsters appearing on Main Street. It's a title like that. Great Twilight Zone episode from the early 60s, I think. Yeah, monsters on Main Street. People, just aliens that, but they're up the hills, not the story. But what they do is start messing with the lights, just messing with the lights, and people start getting paranoid and thinking, oh yeah, Ed across the street, I've always thought he was a little bit funny. In 20 minutes, 17 and a half minutes later, network TV, right? They're all chewing each other's throats off. And the aliens are like, our work is done here. All they had to do was gaslight them a little bit. Not really, but you know what I mean. They altered the lights. People started going crazy. So that's what we ought not to do. To start blaming everything on somebody else. No, it's all of our problems. We're all here. It's all one big family. It's all been one big cosmic drama. Keep drawing. A window is an easy thing to do. We're all in it together. We are all. People put that bumper sticker in. It's like, maybe you heard this from me before, but we're all in this together. Well, most people I don't really think are really to accept the actual consequences of that statement or the reality of it. Actually, it's not, it's real whether we believe it or not. It's literally real. We are literally, and I know what the word means, all in it together. But not just physically, because, it's obvious in that sense. But in another sense, soul sense, where we're all exactly the same. We're all children of God. We're all exactly the same. Some of us are acting very, very badly, terribly, awfully. And if we have the power to stop them from doing so, we should. Things do need to be done. But they can be done without this kind of hatred that I see all around us now. And that's the scary thing. Dying from a forest fire or flood or hurricane or something, that's scary. I don't want it to happen to anybody. Dying, but dying as a result of, we're in the midst of a storm of hatred. I can't imagine anything worse. I can't imagine. That's the hell world. Hell's not a place underground, as far as I know. But it is a realm into which we can enter at any time. It's the world of anger. It's a world of cold anger with no empathy. That's its signature. No empathy. Just hatred. Blindness. And that's where this nonsense will take us, unless we resist with all our might. And that's what I was saying earlier. At a certain point, it might feel easier just to join into the melee, I'm not sure if this refers to exactly the same thing, but there's a scene in the fantastic movie Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, which you should watch right now if you haven't seen it or haven't seen it in a while. And the troupe of players stops in the middle of the woods where the two guys who are dead, they don't know, right? And the stage opens up and Richard Dreyfuss comes out and they start doing stuff on stage. And it goes, you can watch, but for a little bit more, you can take part in the action. The actions, blood, love, and rhetoric. You can have blood and rhetoric, or you can have blood and love. You can have blood, and rhetoric, but the blood is compulsory, as they say in the movie. But if we have a chance to stop that part of it, just put a slight brake on the wheel of karma by not hating even somebody who might be killing us. Hard to do. A little dog bit me once. I love dogs. Dogs love me, frankly. This one thought I was somebody else or something, bit the shit out of me. This was a little dog, bit my leg. I wanted to kill the dog right then in that moment. Wanted to kill it, right? So it's a big ask. But it's the only thing. It's the only thing that we're here for. Is to make that connection. That part of us that's inside. Part of us that's God, in my opinion. Feeling, my sense of it. This all comes from having died or nearly died in 1998. Out of that event, I came with 3 certainties. There is a God. We're all in this together, and it's all going to be okay. But if we do our best to love our brothers and sisters no matter what, and as long as we're into that thing, we can develop the habit of loving the trees and the animals and the wasps and the rats and the mosquitoes, even the little devils. It's all God, right? It's all this living presence of intelligence. If you're not, don't like that 3-letter word, it's all alive, right? You could tell that. Just take a look. So anyway, that's all I'm saying is, things not to do. This is part 1. Don't jump into that devil's whirlpool and start hating people and thinking that they're all that different from you. They aren't.